Hi Cancer, this is a relationship reading for April 2019. I'm Raina, and this reading is intended to perhaps provide some food for thought if you are in a challenging situation in regards to a relationship, especially if it is a serious one. This is not necessarily for people who are casually dating and don't really have a commitment to anybody. I've been getting that Hierophant a lot lately. And I got this guy too in one of the other readings. It'd be interesting to know which reading that was, because maybe you're connected to that person. You're getting the same two cards in different positions. But in any case, we have as the heart of the matter the Ace of Cups. And this could certainly be, if you are in a long-term relationship, that you have met somebody new. Now, let me take this challenge card. I don't usually talk about this as the next card. I usually do it differently, but I want to bring this out early because I think this is very important. As a challenge, we have the Eight of Swords. I would read it in the upright position. Everyone thinks that cards in the upright position are automatically positive and not challenging, but that's not true. The Eight of Swords is a card of feeling that sense of oppression, being kind of imprisoned in a prison of sorts, but you're doing it to yourself. The swords relate to thoughts, and so what kind of thoughts are you telling yourself about getting out of a troubled relationship, Cancer? Because that can be the beginning of understanding what your fears are. Sometimes people have fear, but they can't really place the fear. They don't know what is the origin of the fear. And this could be kind of hinting at what that origin is. And it will typically involve feeling as if you can't survive without a particular person. I don't see anything here about financial issues, although I did get the Seven of Pentacles. It's not a card in that context that I would associate. Sometimes I do get cards that seem like they're more like fears about being able to support yourself. So this is more, I feel, on the emotional level. But really, with the Ace of Cups, what we're talking about is new love. So it makes me think that whether or not you're, having an affair, that's not the issue at all. To me, it's simply that there is somebody out there that maybe you have a mad crush on. Maybe you are flirting with somebody, but you haven't done anything about it because you're married. So the bottom line is, what that person does is they reflect back on you your worth, okay? And obviously, no one can make you feel that you have self-esteem. That's an inside job. But what other people can do is they can either exacerbate feelings of low self-esteem by constant criticism and trying to make you feel like you're never good enough. That's one, possible influence. And the other one is somebody who thinks you're the bee's knees, who thinks that you're the greatest thing since sliced bread, And that kind of person, again, they cannot convince you of your greatness, but they can at least hint at it, and you can take it from there. You can feel that sense of your spirits being lifted up in the presence of such a person, and that just automatically raises your vibration, makes you feel that you can do certain things that you didn't think you could do. Everybody knows that some people uplift us and some people depress us. And so it's so important to value that understanding and to honor it and not to just take it for granted. In the past position, we have the Magician card. So this suggests to me that just in your life in general, maybe it's because the North Node is transiting your sign and you've had other nice experiences that have kind of pointed to transitions, new beginnings, whatever you want to call them, both, that you are experiencing that sense of self-empowerment, which the Magician card represents. So that's wonderful. The only thing is that you have to still, you may still have work to do. Let's put it that way. It may be a great start, but you may have work to do in terms of your life, an extreme makeover of your life. And speaking of extreme makeovers, you have Pluto in the 7th house of committed partnership. Now, I'm saying this as if everybody has the same astrological information, which they don't. I mean, all Cancers don't. But just to keep it simple, I'm doing it that way. And that influence in the 7th house, along with Saturn and the South Node transiting there too, can put quite a stress on relationships that are already on their last legs. So understand that the universe is conspiring to give you a soulmate. That's my feeling. And, Pluto is a karmic, Pluto and all of them, really, when you think about it. The South Node is karmic too, as is Saturn. So by me saying karmic, I'm not just suggesting something like punishment or anything like that, but in terms of just like the transiting North Node, what is your destiny at this time? And it's in your sign. So things that happen to you are personal. I mean, oh, duh. Well, that's kind of a Yogi Berraism in a sense. But for you, a lot of things may be happening. The eclipses are tied to the transiting nodes. So all of that is creating a lot of change in the next couple of years, Cancer. And the thing that you have to do, your job, is to work with the universe and to try to improve yourself, practice self-improvement in terms of like how you talk to yourself. The reason, some people don't like affirmations, but the reason that they can be so helpful, we're not talking about incantations. We're just talking about drowning out these voices excuse me, that are telling you that you're not good enough. And that's all that it has to be. It doesn't even have to be magic. But it could be magic too. It could really change the way that you see yourself and the way that you act as the result, the choices that you make. The higher message is the 7 of Pentacles. This is a card of, even though Pentacles relate to money and, practical matters, in this sense, it's about waiting to see if the things that you've invested in are going to pay off. It's really about patience, Cancer. And this is what I want to impart upon you. Yes, you're going to probably have a lot of changes in the next couple of years. You may have already had them. The point being that it's not a quick fix. You're not going to just go from being somebody who talks down to yourself to having the utmost confidence. You're a very sensitive sign. So you naturally are you can be very timid in the sense of like waiting for the other shoe to drop, waiting for somebody to say something that hurts your feelings. All of that can be mitigated, though. It's part of the template that makes up Cancer, but it doesn't have to be the story. It doesn't have to be the main event. And you can experience a lot of progress if you are intentional about it, if you're really thinking about it and wanting to better yourself. That's also an important piece in this, is that you have to want to do it. And by the way, with the Eight of Swords, it can also be like believing somebody else's negative messages about you. And that's also your choice. You don't have to believe those things. Some people are much more eager to believe negative things about them than positive things, sad to say. What's coming in is represented by the Hierophant, and this is a card of, tradition, marriage. To me, Cancer, along with your opposite sign, Capricorn, and the sign Taurus that rules this Hierophant, or is connected, I should say, with the Hierophant. These are signs that, to me, are more old-fashioned, traditional, and what it could be, for whatever reason, is that you want to work within the framework of your relationship. Maybe you have children and you want to keep your family intact. You are the sign of the mother. So you may not, even if there's somebody who's interested in you and you feel an attraction to that person, for now, you probably will not do anything. You probably will continue as you are going, which is fine as long as you're not in any real danger. That's perfectly okay. It's your choice. Just be observant. Watch how you are talked to and ask yourself, is this, what marriage is all about? Yes, we have these traditions and they can give us a sense of safety and comfort because they are tried and true, but the individual has to always weigh their options, I feel. You can't just go by blind dogma and culture, tradition, and things like that, because we're not all the same. We don't all fit into the same mold. So just keep trying to improve yourself. I always say, when you change, the world changes around you. And I've heard other people say that when you are trying to make yourself better, the people that are your tormentors, those people that are typically the ones that are always having to say something about you in a negative sense, those are the ones that can be the most like allergic to you, and that they avoid you because you're not at their vibration anymore. So you're not connected. And that's why they say birds of a feather flock together. The outcome is the Emperor, and to me, this is you assuming the throne of your control, of feeling in control of your life. And this is very nice because it helps you to emit, I was looking for the word, a vibration of confidence, of, self-love, and of being on top of your game. I'm a Sagittarius. I'm a fire sign. Fire signs can be emotional, but not in the same way as water signs like Cancer. And so I would have to imagine that it sometimes is easy to get off track when you are somebody who is based on your emotions, because emotions are not rational. They you know, you can't sometimes put your finger on why you feel a certain way, but you just do. So with the Emperor, it's about understanding how emotions can control the individual, and this is Exhibit A, and how to gain mastery over them, so that you can, not to be a heartless person, but so that you can make the best choices for your life, for your family's life, and moving forward to go after the dreams that you have, and not feel that sense of overwhelm. Okay, that's what I have for you, Cancer. If you would like a more personalized reading using your natal chart, please check out my offerings below. Actually, my website, which is rainamoonastrology.com, but the link is below. Take care. Bye.